Hello, and welcome to Standing Apart, the podcast that explores why being different is a superpower, with me, Nigel Ridpath. In this episode, I'm going to look at the entertainment industry, specifically the music business. Coming up, I'm going to take a deep dive into the sales of music back catalogues, the MTV phenomenon, and the band Gorillaz. Plus my regular features, Superhero of the Week, my 1 minute rant, and listeners' questions. If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe, rate, and like it on your favourite podcast app. It really helps spread the word. Thank you. To start with, let's dive into a really hot topic in the music industry, the surge in music catalogue sales. We've seen a wave of major artists from Bob Dylan to more recently Justin Timberlake selling their song catalogues to investment firms. To date, the biggest deal is believed to be that of Bruce Springsteen, whose music rights were acquired by Sony Music Entertainment in 2021 for an estimated $500 million. So, what's driving this trend, and what are the implications for the music industry? One of the primary drivers is financial security. Catalog sales provide artists with a significant upfront sum of money, and this allows them to secure their financial future, pay off debts, and plan for retirement as much as musicians ever do actually retire. The changing landscape of the music industry also plays a significant role. The rise of streaming platforms has altered how artists generate revenue. While streaming provides access to a massive audience, the per stream payouts are often very small. Catalog sales offer a more predictable and potentially more lucrative income stream for the life of the artist. Music catalogues are increasingly viewed as valuable assets, attracting investment from private equity firms and other financial institutions. These investors see the potential for long-term growth and returns as music remains a timeless and enduring form of entertainment. However, this trend also raises concerns. Some artists and industry observers worry about the potential impact on creative freedom. Will artists feel pressured to conform to the expectations of their new investors? Will the focus shift from artistic expression to maximizing profit? Despite these concerns, the trend of music catalogue sales is likely to continue. It offers both artists and investors a compelling proposition. As the music industry continues to evolve, we'll need to carefully consider the long-term implications of these transactions and ensure that artists' voices and creative freedoms are protected. As a side note, I wrote and performed the theme music for this podcast, but I'm not holding my breath for 500 million. And now it's time for my superhero of the week. Before each episode, I trawl the internet to find someone or a business that is doing an amazing job of standing apart. This week, it's SZA. Now, for those of you unaware of SZA, she is an American singer-songwriter who released her first EP in 2012. She's an Oscar-nominated, Grammy-winning artist who has lined up a co-headlining stadium tour in 2025 with Kendrick Lamar. So, why is she my superhero? Well, I just love what she's done in promoting her new deluxe edition of her SOS album, which was originally released in late 2022. It's a classic example of when you've got a good thing going, keep it going. The deluxe version is called Lana, which will have dropped by the time you're listening to this podcast. To build excitement, she recently released a short film titled SOS that serves as a visual companion to the album, offering fans a glimpse into her creative process and the themes explored in her music. This innovative approach to album promotion has generated significant buzz and anticipation for the upcoming release. The video also includes a teaser clip of Ben Stiller delivering a surprising cameo, passionately lip syncing to what fans believe is a new SZA track called Drive. The scene features Stiller driving through a rainy night, evoking memories of his lip syncing moment in Jack Johnson's Taylor music video from 2003. For me, what Caesar is doing gives us two lessons. The first is how to do fan engagement. If you swapped out fan for customer, what could you learn? What would it take to turn your customers into fans if they aren't already? The second thing is how to build further add-ons to products that you know customers already love. That's a really useful lesson, but it's not always easy. In the summer of 1981, a cultural earthquake struck the music industry. Music Television, or MTV, launched, broadcasting 24 hours of music videos. This seemingly simple concept would forever alter the landscape of music, transforming how artists were marketed, how fans consumed music, and even how music itself was created. Before MTV, music videos were a niche phenomenon, relegated to late-night television or promotional films. MTV, however, recognized the power of visuals to captivate audiences. They curated a channel dedicated to showcasing these music videos, transforming them from a promotional afterthought to a central component of an artist's career. Suddenly, artists were judged not only by their sound, but also by their creativity and spectacle of their music videos. This led to a surge in production values, with artists heavily investing in elaborate sets, costumes, and even special effects. Music videos became a canvas for artistic expression, storytelling, and even social commentary. Iconic music videos that push boundaries, such as Michael Jackson's Thriller or Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, became huge cultural events. MTV's influence extended beyond the realm of music. The channel became a barometer, shaping fashion trends, slang, and even social attitudes. Artists like Madonna, with her provocative image and groundbreaking videos, became global icons, their influence extending far beyond the music industry. And with the increased budgets, directing talent like David Fincher emerged. Fincher is more known these days for his dark and stylish films like Fight Club and The Social Network, but he honed his craft directing iconic music videos for artists like Madonna. He directed her 1990 video for Vogue. MTV also played a crucial role in breaking down racial barriers in the music industry. Black artists, who had long been marginalized by mainstream media, particularly in the US, found a platform on MTV, propelling stars like Michael Jackson and Prince to unprecedented levels of fame. From a commercial perspective, MTV created new revenue streams for the music industry. The visual appeal of music videos fueled a surge in merchandise sales. Band t-shirts, posters, and other memorabilia became highly sought after, driven by the visual appeal of the artists and their music videos. MTV played a significant role in boosting concert attendance. Music videos created a visual connection between fans and artists, driving demand for live performances. Until this point, concerts had been seen as a route to promote record sales. This pivoted over the next couple of decades, such that the concerts were seen as the main revenue generator in the music industry. MTV also pioneered the use of product placement within music videos. Companies paid to have their products featured prominently, creating a lucrative new revenue stream for both the music industry and advertisers. Using Madonna again as an example, did you ever clock the Christian Dior branding on the compact she uses when applying her lipstick in the Material Girl video? There were few more commercially savvy than that original Material Girl. The rise of MTV coincided with the decline of traditional radio as music videos became the primary means of music discovery for a generation of young people. Record labels, recognizing the power of MTV, began to prioritize the visual component of their artists' careers. While MTV's dominance has waned in recent years, its impact on the music industry remains undeniable. The music video remains a vital tool for artists, and the commercial strategies pioneered by MTV continue to shape the industry today. MTV may have evolved, but its legacy lives on, reminding us of the profound impact of visual media on the music industry and the enduring power of creativity and commerce. Okay, so last week I didn't quite manage to keep my 1 minute rant to 1 minute either, so I'm going to try and do a bit better this week. The great thing about doing a podcast is that I get to offload, and at each episode I get to have a rant. I am going to try and limit it to 1 minute today. So here is this week's 1 minute rant. Start the clock. This week, it just had to be dynamic concert pricing. You're trying to buy tickets for a highly anticipated concert. You go to the website only to find prices fluctuating constantly. That's dynamic pricing in action. Ticket prices aren't fixed, they adjust based on demand. If tickets are selling fast, prices might skyrocket. If sales slow down, prices could drop. While this system can ensure artists and venues get a bigger share of the revenue, it can also price out many fans. Imagine a concert by a hugely popular artist. I don't know, off the top of my head, Oasis? Demand would obviously be incredibly high, potentially driving ticket prices to exorbitant levels. It's not big, it's not clever, and it's not definitely maybe, it's definitely a con. In a world of manufactured pop stars and cookie cutter music videos, Gorillaz emerged as a breath of fresh air, a virtual band challenging the very definition of what it means to be a musical act. Conceived by Blur's Damon Albarn and artist Jamie Hewlett in 1998, Gorillaz defied convention from the start. The band's members, 2D, Murdoch Nichols, Noodle, and Russell Hobbs, are not flesh and blood, but rather cartoon characters inhabiting a fictional world. This animated persona allowed for unparalleled creative freedom, blurring the lines between music, animation, and storytelling. Gorillaz' music transcended genre boundaries, seamlessly blending elements of hip hop, rock, electronic, and even classical music. This eclectic approach, coupled with their willingness to collaborate with a diverse range of artists from Snoop Dogg to Bobby Womack, resulted in a unique and unpredictable sound that resonated with a global audience. Gorillaz embraced technology from the outset, utilizing the internet, which in those days was in its formative years, to build a dedicated online community. They experimented with virtual reality experiences, interactive websites, and innovative social media campaigns, creating a multi-dimensional experience for their fans. In 2022, Gorillaz took their interactive performances to a new level with augmented reality experiences in Times Square in New York and Piccadilly Circus in London. Using the Gorillaz Presents app, Fans could witness the band perform their new single, Skinny Ape, as giant animated figures seemingly towering over the cityscapes. Gorillaz' commercial ventures were as unconventional as their music. They transformed their animated personas into a global brand, licensing their characters for clothing, toys, and other merchandise. This expanded their reach beyond music, creating a multifaceted revenue stream that extended the life of their brand. Gorillaz also used their platform for social and political commentary. They partnered with organizations like the Red Cross, raising awareness and funds for humanitarian causes. This demonstrated a commitment to using their influence for good, further solidifying their connection with their audience. Gorillaz' impact extends far beyond their music. They have redefined the boundaries of what it even means to be a band, demonstrating the power of creativity, technology, and storytelling to connect with audiences on a deeper level. As they continue to evolve and innovate, Gorillaz remain a unique and influential force in the music industry. And now it's time for this week's listener question. This week's question comes from Jack Watts in Manchester. Jack asks, how do I get the personality of our business to shine through on our website? Well, as many of you may know, this is a little bit of a hobby horse of mine, so I'm delighted by that question, Jack. In my view, too many companies view their website as a digital brochure and don't spend enough time or effort on being a brand ambassador. And given that, ultimately, people buy from people, that's a wasted opportunity. First things first, you need to define your brand personality. Are you serious and professional, or fun and quirky? Are you luxurious and exclusive, or friendly and approachable? Whatever you decide, you need to be authentic. It needs to reflect the majority of your customer-facing employees, and particularly the management team. I once worked with a team on what brand personality they wanted, and then we identified a well-known person who summed up those characteristics. The next time I visited them, they had photos of this celebrity as their desktop background and up on the walls of the support desk to ensure that they were constantly reminded of the brand personality, and it worked brilliantly. Now let's translate that personality into visual elements on your website. High quality images are essential. I can't tell you the number of websites I've seen recently where the same standard free stock images occur. That's just always got to be a no-no. If you're playful, use bright colors and candid shots. If you're sophisticated, opt for clean lines and elegant imagery. Don't forget about graphics. Custom illustrations, icons, and even animations can add a unique touch that reflects your brand's personality. And let's not forget color. That's really important. Blues and greens often convey trust and tranquility, while oranges and yellows can invoke energy and excitement. Now let's talk about the words on your website. Your copywriting should be consistent with your brand's tone of voice. Are you formal or informal? Humorous or serious? Use storytelling to share your brand story and values. Why do you do what you do? What makes you passionate about your work? At the end of the day, consistency is key. Make sure your brand identity is consistent across all platforms, from your social media profiles to your email marketing. And remember to regularly review and update your website to ensure it continues to reflect your brand's personality and resonate with your target audience. So we're nearing the end of the show. I hope you found it insightful. If you did, please tell your friends. Our next episode will be out on the 6th of January, where we have a really interesting interview lined up. This show can only survive with people listening to it regularly, and no matter how good we make it, we have to beat the dratted algorithms. So every subscribe, rating, and like that you give it on your mobile podcast app really makes the world of difference. Go on, do it now. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful festive period and a jolly new year. Until next time, whatever you do, stand apart from the crowd. Standing Apart is a Sun Bear Consulting production.